Okay, we are now live on YouTube.
Hey, good evening and welcome to the Police and Public Safety Committee meeting for Community Board 10. Today is April 3rd, 2023, and we have two items on the agenda tonight. First order of business is M&K Bar Entertainment Corporation, also known as Status Q Billiards. And the other one is Little Frankie's of Bay Ridge, LLC, previously known as Lombardo's of Bay Ridge. So we're going to start with the M&K Bar Entertainment Corporation. The premise is 8218, 8220 3rd Avenue.
Yes.
For a liquor, on-site liquor license. And you are John Mimoso, the owner-manager?
Yes.
And this is for a new application?
Yes.
Okay. And are you the new owner of the premises now?
We're going to be the new owners. Yes.
Okay. And it says on the application that it's going to be a transfer of the liquor license, or this is an application of a new one?
No. This is going to be an application for a new one.
Okay.
It's going to be under my name as opposed to the old owner, Brian.
Correct.
Brian and Wayne are also going to be staying on as minority holders for Status Q as well as management as well.
Okay, and your hours of operation are going to be Sunday through Thursday, 1 p.m. to 1 a.m.?
No, we're open 7 days a week.
7 days.
Now I understand that, but these are the hours. And Friday and Saturday, 2 p.m.
Okay.
to 2 a.m.?
Yes, Friday and Saturday, 2 a.m. Correct.
And this is a billiard parlor, correct?
Yes.
It's a billiard pool hall. And there is a certificate of occupancy, which lists the first floor as a billiard parlor in conjunction with 8820 3rd Avenue.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything do you want to say to us, Sean?
We've been working there for years. We enjoy being a part of the community. The place has been there for 33 years and still going strong. I think we're an important asset to the community, and we want to keep it as is. We want to keep serving the community as we've been serving them. There's not as many bowling alleys or pool halls left around, and so we take pride in the fact we're a safe place for people of all ages and all backgrounds to come and have a good time in Bay Ridge.
And also, we're not planning on changing anything. We're staying as Status Q as a billiards hall. We're not trying to add anything to it. We're just staying as we are. The only thing we're trying to do is bring back some of the leagues that we used to have, like the BCA and the APA.
As we recover from the effect that COVID had.
All right, on a review of your application, I see that you're going to be hosting promotional events, 5 per year. What type
like we had a Halloween little party. It wasn't anything big. We also had like a Gay Ridge event there on St. Patty's Day.
And we also had the teachers from PS 102. They'll have a teacher's night that we'll host and accommodate them as best as we can.
Yeah.
We'll have birthday parties, from of all ages. If somebody is looking for over 21 experience, we can accommodate them in that way. But if somebody's trying to throw a children's birthday party, we'll do that as well.
Okay. And you're going to have background music, and I see live music, DJ, jukebox. What type of?
Well, we've never actually had a DJ. We do have a jukebox that's been in there for I think about 4 years now, 5 years, something like that.
Oh, I hope.
And we don't have any live music.
Okay. Any questions from the committee for John?
You have a question from Barbara Vellucci?
Barbara?
Oh,
Unmute, Barbara.
Yeah, as Chris said, it's written as promotional event, but to me that seems more like occasional parties. To me, the promotional event is when you have people outside, passing tickets out, like WKTU coming.
Oh no! We don't do nothing like that.
We're not going to be pouring out on the streets.
No,
we'll keep it in-house and quiet.
That's actually why we actually got rid of the outdoor dining too, because we don't like people gathering and being outside on the street making a lot of noise and stuff like that.
Right. So is it promotional events or is it more like occasional parties?
No, it'd be more like an occasional party. But like I said, we've only had 2 things so far. One was something that we threw. which was for Halloween. And then the second one, like I said, was Gay Ridge rented us out on St. Patty's Day.
So we'll have
and that
private
was it, yeah.
organizations come, but we're not doing anything promotional out on the street.
Yeah, like we're not trying to bring like thousands of people in there and nothing like that. We're just trying to keep everything low key and safe.
Okay. And when you have someone rent it out, are you the owner still there as you are still responsible?
Oh yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
So
We're always-
Josephine,
both of us will be there when we have these occasions
all
going
right,
on.
so Josephine, should they amend their application from promotional events to parties?
Yes.
Okay, let me write that down.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. Any other questions for the applicant?
Also, just so you guys know, since we were both owners, one of us is always there every day. There's never a day where one of us is not going to be on the premises.
I looked you up on Yelp and I saw that only one like negative review, a basic one that stuck out in my mind, where the bartender ID'd the people, and that was a good thing.
If that's the only issue we're having, I'll
Okay,
take part in that.
That's, you know what, that's actually, that's a good thing to hear.
no, I'm just saying that's a good thing. I read that, I said, oh, that's a good thing, because I saw like the negative, but it's the person saying the negative because he was
I
being
love
nice.
your response. When people say, "Oh, I don't get ID'd anywhere else."
No, yeah.
Here you do.
So Chris, Lori Willis has her hand raised.
Lori?
Hi, I live right near there and I just want to say, I have never experienced any problems from status quo. I've lived right near there for quite some time. I know that there's been, changes of ownership, throughout the years here and there. And even just throughout all of it, like you guys have, run a nice space. I know that, the outdoor dining structure, I think got a little run down, like some of them do in the weather, but you guys took care of it, which was really responsible, and really great, so I just wanted to say, thank you, being a good member of the community and, just doing the right thing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So I'd like to make a motion of the stipulation. All right, we seek to deny your application unless you agree to the following stipulation. All right, that the premise will operate as a restaurant. I'm sorry. Excuse me, I'm just correcting myself. As a billiard hall. There will be no sale, consumption of alcohol on the premise until the appropriate license is issued by the SLA. Applicant will not serve or allow BYOB, bring your own booze, until license is obtained.
Oh,
The
yeah.
owner manager will be on site during all hours of operation. The hours of operation will be Sunday through Thursday, 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. Saturday, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. Friday and Saturday. There will be no smoking permitted. The doors and windows shall remain closed with any amplified music.
Yep.
Background recorded and/or music sound levels will remain below the level permitted by New York City Noise Code. The applicant may be hosting occasional parties. Once the SLA license is obtained, the community board may call upon the applicant to address any concerns that may arise. There will be at least 20% visibility view into the establishment at eye level. The applicant agrees that should it change its method of operation, it will give notice and meet with the community board committee at least 45 days in advance of any such change.
We agree.
Oh, yes, 100%.
Okay, anybody want to second that?
Lori Willis has her hand raised. I don't
Yes,
know if you have a question.
I have a quick question, Chris. I know they had like steps from like way back. I don't even know, like this place been around for so long. Is there anything in there? Like, was there any other steps in there that weren't covered by the new steps? I don't even remember anymore.
I don't recall.
Wait 1 second. Hold on. Nope. Any DJ musical performances, comedy performances, and/or karaoke sound shall be delivered via the existing sound system and shall be no additional speakers or additional amplification of any kind.
I did have one question regarding the stipulations.
Mhm.
So you said that no liquor would be served until the appropriate license was issued, and that's 100% agreeable. We are currently still working underneath the previous management as they own it. So as long as their liquor license is on the wall and we function under their business, then liquor is allowed to be served.
Yes.
That's my.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
excellent.
But
Just wanted to
could there
make
be
sure.
if there is ever a lapse between his license expiring and a new one coming, et cetera? Okay,
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, no, when I spoke to my lawyer, Michael Palutis, he reassured us that if we don't get the temporary license, before, I think, July 1st, he's gonna renew the original owner, Brian, they're gonna renew his license until mine comes through. So
And-
Brian's will still be there just in case.
but Brian is still going to be part owner.
Yes, even after we both take over, Brian and his brother Wayne are both going to be remaining on for at least 3 to 5 years, as a minority holder of the place. But they're also going to help us with the management, the bookkeeping, running the place, and everything like that, just to make sure that we keep everything going smoothly.
And as is.
Ruth, I believe you see your hand raised. Unmute.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Hi. Excuse me, my question is there any food being served? And is it a requirement with a liquor license that there be some food available?
No, there's not a requirement to have food, but we do serve. We don't have a kitchen. We have like a tiny little kitchen area with an air fryer and a pizza oven. So we serve personal pizzas. We serve French fries, chicken tenders,
Okay.
baked pretzels, and mozzarella sticks. That's it. And sometimes potato chips and stuff like that.
Yeah, I did
Okay,
see
thank
if I recall, I did see in one of the pictures like a little pizza oven with the pizza trays out.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Lots of good luck.
Thank you so much.
Also, Chris, I did pull the last stipulation agreement. There was, I'm not sure if you read this, sound about, relating to sound, that all doors and windows of the premises shall remain closed while music is on during any DJ musical performances or karaoke.
Yeah, I have it in mind. The doors and windows shall remain closed with any amplified music.
Okay, that was all then.
Okay.
I believe, according to when I spoke to my liquor license lawyer, he was saying that we're going to try to keep everything exactly the same as it was for the last 33 years.
Excellent. Okay. Any second on the motion? Lori? Any more discussion? Josephine, I think we're ready for a vote.
Okay, we'll have to vote manually, so I have everyone on my screen. So, all in favor, just everyone raises their hand, board members only. Okay. Anyone against? Abstentions, recusals? Okay, motion carries.
Guys, good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay, we have our second item,
Little Frankie.
Little Frankie's, and I see Brian Eckhuck is here on the call. Brian, will you be representing presenting the application tonight? You're on mute, Brian. You're still on mute.
You're mute, Brian.
Sorry,
We lost him.
I don't know what was going on there.
Okay, we got your
Oh,
sound, but we lost your picture. Oh, okay, here you
Can
are.
you-
Yes,
Can you hear me?
yes.
I'm sorry about that. I was trying to get on my computer and today's been a crazy day, so it just wasn't working. But you can hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So yes, I'll be representing, I'm one of the main business owners and partners of Little Frankie's at Bay Ridge.
And you're Brian Eckhuck?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That
All
is
right.
me.
Okay. Sometimes the names change underneath. That's why. All right.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Okay. So Brian, this is formerly Lombardo's of Bay Ridge, located on
Yes.
71st Street and 3rd Avenue.
Yes, I took it over from my friend Manny. And we're still going through the transition,
Mhm.
pretty much keeping everything the same. I don't know if anyone's come in. Oh, I got my computer working now, so let me just transfer.
And this
over
is only for a beer wine cider.
there. Yes, sir.
Correct. And
It's the same license that he had previously.
correct. And the hours of operation are going to be from 3 p.m. to 12 a.m. Monday through Sunday. Right. And this is a restaurant. And small restaurant. I got how many seats? There is a certificate of occupancy with the restaurant bar on the first floor. So, anything you want to say to us, Brian?
Is it time?
Brian,
Sorry.
can you hear me?
Yes. Okay.
I think we lost Brian. All right, so this was formerly the Lombardo's of Bay Ridge. You know, I've visited the establishment many times myself. The food is excellent. Their reviews are excellent. I think they were listed as one of the best pizza places in Brooklyn at one time. It's a small place. There is no occupancy above the store. It's on the side street of 71st Street. Brian, are you there? I think we lost him, Josephine.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Sector.
Yeah, I lost him.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
Can you
there
hear
he
me?
is. Yep, I can hear you now.
Yeah, my computer's not letting me speak. I apologize. But no, pretty much everything you said is kind of spot on. Manny was a very good friend of mine. Well, he is a very good friend of mine. And to be honest, I'm in real estate for a living. So this kind of just happened because we were talking about a few things and he needed to spend time with his family. So we're keeping everything the same. The chef's the same. We want to be part of the community just like he was. I mean, we really want to keep the same vibe, the same feel for Bay Ridge. That's really what we're going for. Some of the best compliments and reviews we're getting is that, in fact, we are doing that. We are keeping the tradition alive and so forth. So that's why we're only doing beer and wine. The only thing we are changing is our hours 3 to 12. We're trying to extend them a little bit.
Right, I believe your old hours like 5 o'clock till 12
Correct.
or 11, I think it was.
Yes, sir.
And is there going to be any outdoor dining?
It's something we want to look into. I'll be honest with you. It's something we spoke about with our liquor rep, and it's definitely something I would like to look into.
And
But as of now, no.
Okay. And what I saw also is you're going to have an occasional singer.
Yes, sir. So he has someone local who sings, covers like Frank Sinatra, stuff like that. So we'll have him maybe a Friday night here and there.
Yeah, I was there one night when he was there. It was very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
And he comes in, he supports us all the time. So,
And like I said, I don't think there's no apartment above you. The only thing next to you is another restaurant.
Yes, you have the seafood restaurant on the corner.
Any questions from the board? Barbara? Barbara, you're on mute.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. When did you take over?
So we started the process like a month ago. We're still going through the transition. So Manny's still involved. We're still working on getting some of the stuff turned over into our name. We just had the sign put up like I want to say end of last week, maybe middle of next.
Okay, so
last week.
if I went there tonight, there would be wine being sold under his name?
Yeah, it's under his name still. No, we're not going to be selling anymore. But anything that was done was under his name.
When did it end?
Actually, this week. We're not open tonight because I'm on the call. So this week we're not selling anymore.
Okay, so when the pictures were posted on Facebook 3 days ago with little Frankie's at Lombardi's and people having wine, that was still under his license and not yours?
Yes, it's been under his license.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? So Brian, as I don't know if you saw before with the other applicant, we seek to deny your application and the applicant agrees to the following stipulations. The premise will operate as a restaurant. There will be no sale, consumption of alcohol on the premise until the appropriate license is issued by the SLA, and this is my motion. The applicant will not serve or allow BYOB until license is obtained. Go ahead, Lori.
I just had a question about the outdoor dining. Sorry, that's my dog.
That's okay. I have
The
two.
outdoor dining, but on the one side, there's a restaurant. On the other side, there's like a house on. So like if they have an outdoor dining structure, it's a house on, like, it's really like right next door to a house. Is there
Right.
any, and I don't know, this is really a question for Joe. Is there any regulation on that? You know what I mean? If they put a structure, does that matter if you have a residence next door?
Right. The structure has to be in front of the establishment only. It can't extend beyond the parameters. Right now in the temporary rules, those rules are going to change once the permanent program is out. But right now it can only extend along the same boundaries as only the eating and drinking establishment.
Right, but I'm saying in his, like normally, the eating and drinking establishment is like on an avenue. But in this situation, there's like an actual house next door because he's on the sidewalk. So I'm thinking like, you know what I mean? Like, so you got like his place and then somebody's somebody's house right there. So if it's just in front of his, it would be like your neighbor having a outdoor dining thing. I was just curious, is there any regulation on that when you're on like that, just the edge of that
Right. On the side
commercial
street.
overlay?
I know that there is one on 79th Street that's a little bit similar to this. But I have to ask. I'm not really 100% sure.
And
Jill?
I think when you had outdoor dining during COVID, I think you only had 2 tables outside on the sidewalk.
Yeah, there was 3
Right against
tables.
the building.
Right against the building. So there's a driveway in between our restaurant and the house. And so what I was told is they have to be closer to our entrance, a certain feet away. But again, that's why I said I'm not sure about outdoor dining, because we're still learning about it and trying to figure out what the proper etiquette and code is.
Yeah, because your restaurant is moved basically to the other restaurant. and
Correct.
Driveway on the other side.
Correct. We don't get mail because everybody thinks they don't go to the store. They go to the other restaurant. So, yeah. So
Jill had her hand up. Jill?
Oh, yes. Josephine, you said that mentioning about being in front of the restaurant, you said that's going to change? What is going to change?
Well, the rules are going to change from the temporary current plan to a permanent one. So I really don't know what the permanent rules, because we haven't participated in those meetings. So those are going to come out, we're expecting in the next month or two, is my understanding. So currently in the current temporary rules, you can only have outdoor dining in front of your establishment.
Oh, yeah. So it was a little bit confusing because where else can you have your outdoor dining?
Well, there were some that extended beyond, if they had, kind of early on in the program, if they had permission from a next door neighbor that wasn't an eating or drinking establishment.
I see. Thank
But
you.
that's no longer the case.
I understand.
Okay.
like
Ruth?
I do, sorry to interrupt, but one thing that the liquor expediter mentioned, like we cannot serve any, even after the license right away, we can't serve any alcohol on those tables without the proper outdoor permit, from what I understand, to even have the table.
Correct.
Right. So
That's correct.
That's
Your license has to indicate outdoor sale.
right.
That's
So
not part of your method of operation. You wouldn't be able to.
right. So that's why we might not even end up doing that, because if it doesn't get approved or whatnot, what are you going to tell people? Hey, you sit outside, but you can't drink. So we might just not have outdoor dining. That's why we're still trying to figure that out. If we get the approval.
Let's see.
What I was wondering about was outdoor dining could also mean something in the back of the premises, but you only had in mind in the front?
We don't have access to
There
the
is
back.
no yard.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Okay. I get it.
No, I know.
So-
That's why I'm saying there is no yard.
Okay. Well, thank you. And also that means that you're not going to be able to serve anything for a few months till your liquor license comes in. Because the other one is already expired.
I don't know if it's expiring. I'd have to speak with Manny, but the previous owner, but I believe we had an agreement in place and he's spending more time with his family in Jersey, so he's taking less involvement. So if he's not going to be involved, then
Okay,
yeah, I can't operate.
thank you. Thank you very
No
much.
problem.
Okay. Back to the motion I had made, and I'll read it again. The premise will operate as a restaurant. There will be no sale or consumption of alcohol on the premise until the appropriate license is issued by the SLA. Applicant will not serve or allow BYOB until license is obtained. The owner manager will be on site during all hours of operation. The hours of operation will be 3 p.m. to 12 a.m., Monday through Sunday. There will be no smoking permitted. Doors and windows shall remain closed with any amplified music. Background and or recorded music sound levels will remain below the level permitted by New York City Noise Code. The applicant may be hosting parties such as corporate events, family events, and may be utilizing an occasional singer. Once the SA license is obtained, the community board may call upon the applicant to address any concerns that may arise. There will be at least 20% visibility view into the establishment at eye level. The applicant agrees that should it change its method of operation, it will give notice and meet with the community board committee at least 45 days in advance of any such change. Any second on it? Barb,
Barbara? Yes.
okay. Any discussion? Do you have any questions, Brian, before we start?
Nope. Well, the one question I guess to go back to, because that's why it took us so long to change the name. If the previous owner is still involved and his license isn't expired, we are able to still operate with him and serve. Or
Involved in what capacity?
so like right now, some of the bills are still under the previous corporation that are being changed over, and he's still involved in he comes in, he helps with recipes and things of that nature. And but I don't know if the reason we officially changed the name of the sign is because it looks like he's taking for other reasons, a more significant step back.
I understand. I don't know the answer fully to that, Josephine.
All right.
Yeah, so my understanding that once there's a sale of the corporation to another corporation, that and with the new DBA, you cannot, once the business is sold, the licensee has to surrender their state liquor authority license. So if it's a brand new corporation, brand new DBA, they're two separate entities.
Okay.
And no, so you could not operate.
Right. Because at first it was just going to be a partnership, but now it looks like he's taking a step back. But understood.
Okay.
Right.
Laura?
Lori?
I guess I have a question in response to your question. Are you like buying the stock of the corporation, or are you forming a new did you form a new corporation?
Well, now we're going to form a new corporation, and at first we were going to take over his, but now we're forming a new corporation. Right. So at first we were just buying into his corporation.
Mm-hmm.
Now it looks like he's taking a longer step back, and so now we decided to form a new corporation.
Yeah. So if you're forming a new corporation, then what Josephine.
That's what
it's clearer to me. Yeah. So like it's separate. It's like new. So you have to have a new license because it's like a new person.
Understood.
Yeah.
I get it now. A lot of this, I'm being honest, a lot of this is kind of I'm learning on the go, because it was just like, honestly, I was just coming to help him, and like that was kind of it. Then it became partner. So now he's taking a full step back. But so that's why, I appreciate the answers.
So I would, Josephine, help me.
Yeah.
So no alcohol is allowed to be sold or served in that premise?
Correct.
I mean, it also means you cannot bring it.
Correct.
Thank you.
Okay. No more discussion. Let's put it to a vote. All in favor?
Okay, everyone has to raise their hand. Okay, I see everyone.
Any opposed? Any recusals? Motion carries.
Motion carries.
Thank you so much.
right.
Appreciate it.
Good luck to you, Brian. Wish all
Thank
the
you so much. You all have a great evening.
You too, Nan.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. Any new or old business? Jill. You're muted.
I hate to bring this up,
Go ahead.
but there's a restaurant on Third Avenue that is right out on the front of their outdoor space, says bring your own BYOB. And I know they've been allowing people to bring their own because I was in there when it happened and I was at the table when it happened. And I asked Josephine about it. I just don't feel it's fair to the other people that own restaurants in the neighborhood, like this new applicant, where he's not allowed to have bring your own, but yet there's others that are getting away with it. And I love bringing my own, but I don't want to get anyone in trouble, but I don't think I'm getting anyone in trouble because it's right out there for everyone to see. And once again, there's no enforcement with anything in this neighborhood. So, I just thought I should raise that for not the residents this time, but for the business owners. I feel bad about that. And why one
I mean,
can get away with it and another one can't.
as a board, can we send a letter to the owner saying that he's in violation of state liquor authority?
Yes,
not
we
forcing it,
can.
I can't
And,
walk in there and close it.
and Chris, yes, we did.
Oh, okay.
So yes, we can, and yes, we did.
Okay.
And did we get a response? No, we did not.
Josephine,
yes.
just a question, is this a pizzeria?
No, it's an Italian restaurant.
Ooh, no, but I also know of a pizzeria. I think I mentioned it to you. I don't really want to do it on the air. But the menu states that since it's against our religious values to sell alcohol, please bring your own.
That might be the same place.
Okay.
That might be it. But, and someone that called made a very good point. If there's a religious or a cultural reason why you can't obtain a license, then why are you allowing people to bring it into the establishment? So, and I thought that is fair and advertise it very widely. We do have rules and laws in New York State, and it's one set of rules, the same for all. If you bring BYOB, you have to be a licensed premise, period. That's the rule. So
my and for anyone listening outside of this, what I asked was, understandably, if you don't want to serve alcohol because of your religion, but you're allowing it to be in your establishment, so then maybe you should go for the license and have the license to be able to sell it in your establishment and allow people to bring it in and not charge them. I mean, is that okay? Anyone?
the license is clear. You have to have a license in order to allow BYOB, period.
Right. So I'm saying, so they could, in New York, you can obtain a liquor license,
Right.
but not sell it to anyone and allow them to bring it in. Is that okay? And they could bring their own?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Well, yes, you can have a liquor license in New York, not sell it, not purchase, not do that, but it allows people to bring it in. You can have a restaurant wine license, yes.
So that's what I think, in respect for everyone else in the neighborhood that has to pay for a liquor license and go through the process.
That's
I
right.
think the establishment should absolutely have to do that.
So I think I've waited enough time. I think we could notify it's the state liquor authority and the local precinct are the two enforcement agencies that can come out.
Mhm.
Lori?
Just following up, I just really have a question for you, Joe. Just following up on what Jill is saying, and I guess what, we hear a lot. There was a time when the SLA was very responsive. I know that if we had problems or, like there were premises that were really a problem in the neighborhood or doing something like this, where you would be able to reach out to them as, the community board's role in, liaising with the various agencies that have jurisdiction, and they would be very responsive. And I have just heard like anecdotally typically from like restaurant owners that I know. They're kind of like, yeah, nobody's bothering us about anything anymore. So I'm really just curious, how is enforcement these days? Just point of interest.
Honestly, there are at least 3 establishments, I believe, that are selling alcohol without a license. And there seems to be no enforcement. 2 of which we asked for enforcement and they still operating. Now we have 3.
I know that the SLA is, technically the office with jurisdiction. Might there be any response? I know that there's, now the Office of Nightlife, and they don't really have, necessarily enforcement jurisdiction, but, in your experience, have they had any role in, kind of handling any of this, or they're just like more like the policy-making body?
Yeah, more of a policy.
Okay.
And the State Liquor Authority, in responses to me about other establishments, has said they will do enforcement for only licensed establishments. So if you're unlicensed, we can accept a complaint about them. It'll be noted for when they do apply for a license, but they refer me out to the police department as the enforcement arm.
So their body of jurisdiction, or their span of jurisdiction, is only when it's licensed.
Correct.
That makes sense. So then it's a local police matter.
And so here's the other issue. If you're not licensed, you're not carding people. So, I know.
In one of the unlicensed establishments, we heard that there was a teen night, and we did report
Exactly.
that to the precinct.
Yes, that was my major concern, not that adults, my one concern is that it's really not fair to the owners who have to get one and the other ones don't. I don't know why they're not complaining. But that's not my business. But my main concern is the fact that, if you're not being regulated, then anybody can go in there, do whatever they want, drink whatever they want.
Right.
And,
It's the same as the unlicensed smoke shops.
oh, don't even get me started with that.
I'm sorry, it's very frustrating. Because we hear from businesses who have licenses to sell tobacco, and they are saying, why are we licensed if we have all of these stores that are selling tobacco that are unlicensed? Not to mention the marijuana and the cannabis and the candies and all of that. It is very frustrating.
Hey, Joe, if you refer it to the precinct and if they do show up, what do they do?
They can shut an establishment down for selling without a license. I've seen it done before. That's not happening now. So.
We had that in the neighborhood. We had a place that was shut down a couple of years ago. They were using a liquor license from a different establishment. Do you remember that?
Yes, on 13th Avenue. Mhm.
No, 3rd Avenue.
Oh, on 3rd Avenue. Yeah, there was one on 13th and one, you're right.
Oh,
one
okay.
on 3rd, yes. So I will reach out to the precinct is not on the call tonight, but I will reach out to the commander tomorrow and just go over this with him again.
Frustrating.
Very frustrating.
Yeah. He's smiling. Anything else? Lori, stop laughing.
Myself on mute.
You're on mute, but I could see you laughing. You can shut your video though. All right. Anything else? Okay. Motion to adjourn.
Very good. All hands raised.
Okay. Yeah, obviously. All right.
All right.
All right,
Thank you.
everybody.
All
Have a good night.
Take
Have a
care.